a nice dog. I got to go.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Nice talking to you.
Good boy. 7-month-old German Shepherd, Great Pyrenees mix. You're going to see quite a change in this dog in this 1-hour session. I believe that discipline is the answer for the dog and people aggression that you're going to see here. I do not believe e-collars are the answer. I do not believe treats are the answer. I do not believe more love is the answer. I believe discipline is the answer. I'm assessing the dog. There's the bite right there. Would have been a bite without the muzzle. So I do not shake people's hands when they first show up. I do the handshake method that is controlled, and I explained to the people I do not shake their hands up here for this very reason right here. But she extends her hand, so I shake it. This dog is 7-month-old. This is too young to be this good at aggression. Dogs learn aggression. Right now, I'm not terribly worried. I don't love the look, but the tail is wagging a little bit. I'm not that worried. I'm even not that worried right here because he backs up. Then there's this. Open mouth within the muzzle. This would have been a bite. It was a super hard hit. I was off balance. I look silly as I fall away. But here's the mistake a lot of people make. After the bite, they freak out. Even dog trainers. Okay, we got to get mad at the dog. All right, we got to throw our hands in the air. We got to look at the dog in the eye and intimidate him. We got to look away. You don't want to change a lot, and then he tries to bite her. You don't want to, look at, and there's the bite to her. And that was not a soft bite if it would have been a bite. So right there, I was probably thinking this is some form of aggression, or protection, until he tries to bite the lady he was trying to protect. I have my hand out because I don't want this young, light girl to get pulled over, and it's about to happen. And you can get bit in muzzles because your fingers go inside the muzzle. You go to grab the dog's collar, they turn their head, your finger goes in their muzzle. You can lose a finger, okay? Muzzles are not perfect, but they're good. They're important in this situation especially. So now we're coming down. But the mistake people make is they freak out after the bite or the potential bite or even getting lunged at. And you can't. You want to change as little as possible. You want to make as little of a deal of it as possible because making a big deal of it is reinforcing to the dog. And unless you're willing to go over there, grab the dog, flip the dog, and make the consequence worse, more punishing than the behavior was reinforcing, and don't get it twisted, that was very reinforcing for that dog to do that to me. Unless you're willing to do that at the moment, spur of the moment, then don't do anything, okay? So look at him. He's just chilling, cruising around, peeing on everything. Doesn't seem terribly phased from trying to bite me and trying to bite his owner. So what's going on with the dog? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Protection is off the table. It might be a little bit of protection, but it's not a lot of protection. It's off the table. Look at him. He's acting like nothing happened. And that bite to her, to the owner, would have been really bad. And then it's after I go at this guy, after I meet strength with strength, that I learn the answer to this. And if you guys can get something from this, that would be great. When your dog, I'm just over it, right? I'm a little frustrated. I'm over it. I don't want to go in there and get lunged at. But I realize I have to do something, okay? He backs up. I'm like, okay, this is kind of working, but we need more of an impression on him. When he meets Prince, and he comes back, no. There's no coming back just because I turn my back. Oh, I want to come back. I don't care. I don't care what he wants to do. He just tried to bite multiple people for no reason. Oh, Joel, there was a reason. Yeah, the reason is he felt like biting somebody. He felt like telling me to get out of there. It's my house. Well, I wasn't in his house. I didn't grab his owner. I'm living my life. Dogs are not little babies that always have a reason, that their behaviors are always justified. That's what trainers and people want you to think. Everything is the human's fault. I did nothing. Sometimes that's the case. Often that's the case. And we know we can take protection off the list. They did not drive 6 hours. He was not pent up in a car. They drove 45 minutes to get to me. He was being a jerk, so we're going to treat him like he was being a jerk. We're going to treat him like an intelligent animal that needs to be told he can't do something. Now to original audio explaining what I think is going on. 7-month-old dog, no matter how bad the behavior, and that was really bad up there, I'm not one to just be like, we're going to we're going to punish you, we're going to yell at you, we're going to smack stuff, because it can cause, if their brain's like wigged out, it can cause more wigged outness. But I was just over the boldness. He just sat here. He did not move his head, and he put it up against this, and he stared at her in the eye, and he barked her. And it was so damn bold that I was like, I can't just let this go. But when we go, we got to go hard. Hey! So this is the only thing this guy respects. I go in again, but I don't want to push him much farther. I can already see him getting better. So the more I push, the more he may push back. And if we can, he's only 7 months old, if I can get him down 70%, I do not want to risk getting him 100% if I then risk him lunging at me. So I have to walk this line. You have to walk this line of how much you're willing to push a dog, but then you push them too far, they go at you. You then take 2 big steps back. I'd rather take 4 steps forward and not take that 5th step forward than if I try to take that 5th step forward, take 2 steps back. So the rest of the session, I'm walking the line. Okay, I'm going to be hard on him. Oh, freaks out at the camera person. Sit your behind down. There's 0 reason for you to do it. He showed us there was 0 reason for you to do it. Remember him peeing all over that tree? Remember him lunging at me at my house? Remember him trying to bite his mom? Oh, it's just he's a poor little baby. He's not a poor little baby. He's never been told clearly that you can't do that. These people aren't professional trainers. They don't know what to do. He's being told clearly, look at his ears. He should be nervous of me. Because proof's in the pudding, he doesn't bite people he's nervous of. Okay, so he should be nervous of me. That's exactly right. You want to do this the treat way? Good luck. You want to do this the e-collar way? You have the risk of making it worse with bad e-collar methods, not with good e-collar methods. Good e-collar trainers are hard to find though. Okay. Weakness got me almost bit up top. It would have been a bite, so I can say bit. Weakness got me bit. Okay. Strength is what's going to not get me bit. No nonsense is why this guy isn't going to bite me. Now we're going to meet Prince in a minute. I'm going to show you the handshake or what to do when you meet people with a dog like this. There is a way to get him around people without there being a bite risk. And I'm going to show you multiple times me doing that method. It is, I don't want to say it's my method. I've never seen anyone do it, but I can't claim it's completely mine. Now to original audio. He's going to act like me. Come on. Good boy, Princey. Good boy. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Come on. The worst thing you can do for your reactive or aggressive dog is never let them meet people after they have lunged at the person. But you have to keep people safe. You have to keep your dog from lunging. So watch my body language here. If you're interested in becoming a dog trainer, I'm launching the Beckman coaching program. I'm going to teach you all my methods, how to have a helper dog, the business side of things, the social media side of things, walk you through the process to become a dog trainer, but a dog trainer of integrity, a dog trainer that changes dogs and people's lives for the better. Email beckmanventures@gmail.com. Let me know why you want to be a part of the program. We're going to also try the treat way. I call it primary reinforcement from the scary stimulus. Now, I don't think people are that scary to him. I think there's a little bit of fear in him, but people as treat delivery systems is a good thing. He can't really eat it with a muzzle on, unfortunately. I'm not sure he would have eaten it, but treats coming from people is only a good thing, but you have to have 80% of it be discipline, 20% of it be reinforcement. Treats from a person, from the trainer with on the other end of the leash, do not work. Treats from the person is what works. All right, now meeting Prince. Both of them doing lookaways. here's why I did this. I did not do this so this guy's great with dogs. I did this because I knew what he was going to do, and I knew Prince would push back. This guy needs to know. He didn't do anything horrible, but he just needs to know that things will push back on him. That's why I let this whole thing go. It's messy. It's ugly. I hate that the leash is on him. I would have taken the leash off, but I just can't risk it. It was messy. It was ugly. But what's the impression that was on his brain after that? Think about it for a second. He kind of went at Prince, and Prince went at him hard. Things come back at you. You try to bite people. You lunge at people. They do not back up. The world pushes back. That is the main concept that this guy needs to learn from dogs and from people. Now, original audio.
Tried to do the same thing with Prince that I did with him. Does that make sense? I tried to basically say, if you're a jerk, things come back at you. It worked there. I had to let that go so that this guy knew things don't just back up. You don't just do this. Like, they will come back at you. It's pretty simple. The reason we're not going to go any farther with him is I wanted it to just get in his brain that, like, if you act that way, things will go back at you. This guy, that lady, that dog. But I didn't want his nervous system to get so high that he gets spun out. Like, I just wanted to make an impression and be done with it. We're not going to bring Prince out. Again, we're not going to do anything with dogs. Okay, because his nervous system got high. But he has to know that things come back at you. Like, it's the most important thing.
Now you're going to see this method. What happens with dogs like this is after something like a lunge at somebody, the people completely never get the dog around people anymore because it's unsafe. I get it. But there is a way to do it so that it's not unsafe. The muzzle is one of those ways, but nobody still wants to get lunged at with a muzzle on. Being hit by another dog, by a dog, is not fun. So look at my method here, and I'm going to show you multiple different times. If the dog lunges, she would take her body and she would go backwards, which would catch him midair with her body weight would be going the other way. I'm going to show it to you again right here with me. Look at my eyes. I'm not looking at the person, I'm not looking at the dog because I can't look at them both at the same time. This is what you're going to do. You're going to be me. Now, he's not going to lunge, but I'm showing you still what to do. I would take my left arm and I'd go the other way towards that wall if he were to lunge. Then you can release the dog to say hi to the person if you want. I mean, that's a little scary with a dog like this, but that's the way you do it. But you have to be ready to jump the other way and catch him mid-flight going towards the people because body weight and leverage is super important. But if you just pull back from your dog ever being around people, you're not going to fix the behavior. Okay, then the people toss the treats. Then you do that thing where you're ready to go the other way. And now you're cooking with fire. Now you're getting the dog over his fears. And he gets a correction for the lunge, right? And he doesn't get to the person because getting to the person is highly reinforcing. He got super reinforced by hitting me and pushing me sideways. Now this dog is a different dog. I could have taken the muzzle off. I could have petted him. I just got to be careful, right? Bites change lives. People lose fingers. Dogs get put down. Bad things happen with bites. Use a muzzle. They are a great tool so that nobody goes to the hospital. Use them with dogs. We can fade them out later, but use them to keep everybody safe. In this video, I hope you noticed the line that I walked. We pushed him enough to know that people and dogs push back, but I try not to push so hard that I freaked him out or I got his nervous system too high, but he needed to know that people push back. If this video helped you in any way, hit that subscribe button. Ask any questions in the comments. Also, follow me on TikTok and Instagram.